10 a.m. tomorrow, bye-bye. I genuinely will say this to you. I've been saying it to you for a few days, but I can't see how you survive that. I can't see how a manager survives that. I just can't see, because even if it wins, it won't be... We're not going to win 3-0 playing Ten Hag ball, are we? So best case scenario, you scrap a win. And I would even agree, if I am the board of Man United and I look at that team, I'm like... There is nothing there that justifies keeping him. Like, that is basically walking into the middle of the office and taking a big shit on the boss's desk. That to me is just an up yours. So I can't see it. I can't see it. You really hurt that hurt right now. Call a helpline, says Thomas. Do you think that Ten Hag knows it's over, so he's protecting his new signings so they have a fresh start, says Michael. I think he's throwing his new signings under the bus, Michael, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm stunned what he's done to Martinez. I know Martinez didn't play well. Look, Maguire always needed to start, but the players he's thrown under the bus and the players he's kept protecting, I mean, I just don't get it. Hi, Mark. I've been Ten Hag in every step of the way, but today was the final straw. The amount... Look, Steve, this is the reason. Another reason he's gone. The amount of people he's lost in the last 2 hours with that team. It's just... Don't tell me it's not sabotage. That's all I'm going to say. And you know what? Eric Ten Hag can say what he likes. If he keeps the job, if he loses his job, he's only got himself to blame. He's sacked himself. Like, a lot of people have been very, very loyal to him and backed him. And I'm just very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in him. I never expected this. This is not why I wanted him to stay. This is not why many of us backed him. Ultimately, I don't want to see a manager sacked. I don't think it's going to help us. But in relation to this manager, he sacked himself. You can't feel guilty. David says, De Ligt and Martinez have been poor. Same for Xerxes. He trusts Bruno and Rashford. I'm not against the manager having balls as long as it works. He's seen them in training, not us, says David. Oh, well, he's got David with him. Well done, David. Our bench today costs 436 million, says Darth Vader. And yet the first team, I wouldn't pay... I wouldn't pay 200 million for that first team. Well, actually, I would, because it's got Mainu and Garnacho in it. Maybe I would, but yeah, there's a lot of... I wouldn't pay much for Johnny Evans, Christian Eriksen, Harry Maguire. But that's an age thing, I suppose. Can't blame him. Maybe he knows he's gone already, says Vita. I'm very disappointed. Yeah, but Vita, if he was told he was going already... This is what I don't understand. If you were told you were going already, why would you pick a boring shit team? Surely you'd go and pick your best team and say, look at what you're missing. So I don't even understand that. Claude's very disappointed. We say the players haven't got the mentality. Would you say Ten Hag might not have the right mentality, says John? Well, not on the evidence of that team. He's doing this because he wants everyone on the same level and wants to end.
In this lesson, we're going...
Not nice to see you upset, but your passion is amazing, says My Breath stinks. Even his justification for his lineup is rotation doesn't hold water. It's the last game before the international break.
In this lesson, we're going to learn how to record our screen with Filmora. So when you first launch Filmora, you do notice this...
more years, says Southbound. Ten Hag, about rotation all season. We just didn't realise he was talking about rotating himself, says Brandon. I love your passion, but let's not get carried away. Maybe we need more patience. Let's hope Eric Ten Hag has more integrity, says Ndiba. Mate, I want Man United to win. I want us to win 5-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-2. I want Manchester United to win. But I'm never going to come on here and lie about how I feel. What's the point in that? You've got mainstream media for that. This is heart on the sleeve, honesty about what I think about that team. And I'm struggling, really, really struggling. I want to win. I think he's sacked himself. I think he's gone tomorrow. If he stays and he survives, build a statue. Because I've never seen anything like this in management before. I've never seen a manager do stuff like this and behave like this and keep their job. So if he keeps his job and we go on to win the league, well, we've got another Sir Alex Ferguson, haven't we? Because a lot of people... Sir Alex Ferguson would not have survived in the modern day. So, look. Schmeichel said on Swedish TV he's picked his best centre-back, says Jims. Screams. Yeah, but you know what? I don't mind if Robert McCormack said he's picked his best centre-backs. I'm sure plenty of you think he's picked his best centre-backs. I'm not arguing about that. I'd have picked Maguire today. So, you know, I'm not arguing about that. But what I am arguing about is that team's got no future in it. That team, if it wins, will have to play against Brentford and it will get beat. or it will get beat against West Ham. That team will get beat because we've seen the movie before. We've seen teams with Eriksen in it. We've seen teams with Maguire in it. Yes, they can have 1 or 2 good games, but they ain't good enough. So whatever the vision is he's selling, it won't work. So they might be our best 2 centre-backs at the moment. Peter Schmeichel might have said that. Robert McCormack did say that. But that team has got no future in it. And also, we've just spent £150 million on centre-backs. Yoro, Martinez, and, Martinez a couple of years ago, but still 50 million quid, and De Ligt. He's mugging himself off. You've spent £150 million on centre-backs. You're using Ollie's centre-back and a free transfer who's 35. There's no future in it. That's not what a manager does. You don't go and you don't go and start Ollie's centre-back and a free transfer centre-back over £100 million of your own centre-backs. It makes you look a mug. It does. Should start Anthony if he wants the sack, says Lulz. He's played all of us in and out the club, says Martin Saunders. Look, I genuinely think if you look at his behaviour over this season, it's illogical, it's erratic, it makes no sense. And has it been his plan all along ever since Ineos made him look a twat? Has he just gone, I'll get that new contract and I'll fuck them up? I don't know. Even if he wants 17 million, he should just walk away, sabotaging this great club, says Lick. Why should he walk away from 17 million? If United are stupid enough to give that contract out, why should he walk? Elliot Liam says he hasn't ever respected the fans. He's always gaslighted us with nonsense. I hate the word gaslight. Why do people use the word gaslight so much today? Like, not today, but in the modern world. I hate the use of gaslight, because gaslighting was something when I was in the police that was very much associated with domestic violence, which is very serious. I hate the use. I'm going to ban it. I hate it. I absolutely hate the word gaslighting used in a social media footballing conversation sense. Can't blame him. He tried. The club is being destroyed by media and fans and players. I don't think we should fire Erik ten Hag until Fellaini has got his coaching badges, says Alan. £300 million of own signings on the bench, rotation as well, says Jamie. I'm convinced Ten Hag wants the 17 million on his bank tomorrow, says Ivor. And his tactics were the problem against Porto, mates. Yeah, I don't think we're talking about Porto anymore. Lineup seems so insane that De Ligt and Martinez must have a knock. I don't think they do, Patrick. I really don't. Philogene is one of our fastest players. Pairing with Bay and Ollie, Evans and Maguire are going to be torn apart, says the HPN. I think we'll just play very deep. Eric's given up. So disappointed, says Wong. I'm Erik ten Hag in, but this feels like the end, says Eric. Even with our best lineup, Villa is a very difficult game. This lineup is cowardly. Oh, we've not even spoken. Just very quickly, I'll come back to your chats in a minute. We've not even spoken about the midfield. I mean, to be fair, I would have started Maguire. I just think it's hilarious that he's benching £100 million of his own centre backs. But I would have started Maguire. I said that on the preview. I would have started Maguire. I would have started Rashford, Garnacho, and Bruno